High five. Come on. High five. Good boy. For the Q&A? Are you ready for the Q&A? Is that a yes? Yeah. Say hi. Welcome to the Q&A right here. Hello. Hello. This is BlueBlairyFitness Q&A. I don't know why you sound like a 90-year-old woman. Alright guys, welcome to the Q&A that I had promised y'all. Hopefully I won't keep this video too long. I'm gonna go grab my drink, I'm gonna fix this lighting, and I will see y'all in a second. Hey guys, so thank you for everybody who submitted questions. Hopefully this video doesn't go on too long. First question, what was the hardest thing about switching to a vegan lifestyle while still training? But to be 100% honest, going vegan didn't affect my training at all. I think the hardest thing that I had initially thought was going to be the protein, having higher protein while keeping my carbs low. But whenever I found things like the Beyond Meat products, tofu, tempeh, and then a bunch of the Gardein products that are in the frozen section, it wasn't hard to do either. So as far as training goes, I have not lost any strength. My recovery is just as good as ever. I feel like it might be better, but it's not anything significantly different to where I can attribute it to being vegan, but it hasn't affected my training at all. How do you feel energy-wise when working out now compared to your eating lifestyle previously? So along the similar lines, energy is fantastic, recovery is fantastic, strength has not been affected at all. I am continuously getting stronger, especially in the last few weeks. I've been able to significantly increase my bench while focusing on form. I've increased the amount of pull-ups that I can do. Climbing has gotten a lot stronger. I don't get sore as often from climbing. I think my body's adapting to the higher frequency of us climbing, but training energy is fantastic. Is it easier to satisfy cravings now as a vegan? That is a good question. I want to say yes. What is so crazy to me is that I crave fruits and veggies like no other now. Like, most of the time whenever I have some kind of indulgence planned, like Lenny and Larry's cookie or something like that, by the time rolls around that I'm going to have it, I start thinking of things like roasted Brussels sprouts, like crispy sweet potato fries, a big spinach salad with nutritional yeast and all of this stuff, and pears and apples and bananas, and my body craves that stuff now. And so as far as cravings go, I mean, yeah, I still like certain things like the dairy-free ice creams and Oreos and cereals, and I've been really into kettle corn lately. But I mean, with the lifestyle that I follow, where I track my macronutrients and I practice flexible dieting, it's easy to satisfy a craving either way. But my body craves a lot different foods now, and I think that it's just my body's kind of getting used to the whole plant products versus having animal products but not really feeling satisfied from those, and trying to satisfy my cravings elsewhere. How do you handle the days you wanted to just give up and thought you might not be good enough? Oh boy, I still have those days. Go back to my reverse dieting vlog from this last week, and I had one of those days. And excuse the sniffles, I'm getting over a cold. But, I mean, I can chalk that up to just creating habits out of the workout schedule, out of staying consistent on nutrition and keeping your goals in mind, because we're not always going to be motivated. I know a lot of these, fitness models and people on YouTube always show you these badass, awesome workouts set to this epic music, and they're always looking like they're putting in 110% for every single workout, and you think, man, they must be motivated as heck all the time. But if you follow them around day to day, chances are that most of their workouts don't look like that. A lot of the time, we kind of have to go in and just go through the motions and just know that you will be better if you just get it done. So I like to say, and many like to say, that a bad workout is better than no workout, and I fully believe in that, because if you don't work out on any day that you don't feel your best or you're not motivated, you won't get much done. So it's truly about making habits out of these lifestyle changes and knowing that it's okay to not be 100% motivated all the time. How do you count macros on a vegan diet? How do you hit your protein goals? So I track macros the same way that I always have. I track them in MyFitnessPal. I eat a bunch of fruits and veggies and grains and beans, lots and lots of beans, quinoa and couscous, meat alternatives, tofu, protein powder, and the occasional Oreo and Lenny and Larry's cookie, times a few. I don't have any trouble hitting protein. How I hit my protein, some of my favorite protein sources are tofu, tempeh, beans. I get a lot of protein from beans. I use my protein powder from TrueNutrition.com. I use some of the meat alternatives, so things like Beyond Meat. Those are, they have great products. Gardein has some good ones. And then there's some other good ones out there as well. Nutritional yeast is one of my favorites. Absolute favorites. You guys look up nutritional yeast, get it, and put it on your next salad. Guarantee you will love it. And there's 8 grams of protein per 2 tablespoons. So, do you follow the standard macro calculator even as a vegan? So my macros have been pretty consistent over the last few years. I've slowly tweaked them according to my goals and how my body responds. So I haven't really ever used a macro calculator. I think I might have whenever I first started this journey, and then over time it was just slowly tweaking from those numbers. So I might have started my journey out with like a, slightly higher protein, lower carbs, higher fat, and then I slowly tweaked it to moderate protein, higher carbs, lower fat, and so on, so on and so on until I got to where I am now, 110 grams of protein, most days are 230 carbs and 40 grams of fat, with 2 days of 340 carbs. Tracking macros are the same. If you're competing in physique or bodybuilding class this year, I do not have plans at this time to compete. I plan on starting YouTube as a vegan powerlifter motivated by you. What are some tips you would give to a new YouTuber? First of all, that's awesome. Just hearing that anybody is encouraged or motivated by my own journey never ceases to amaze me. That's why I love what I do, and I love doing this, but the fact that you guys get something from it, it just makes it all that much better. Tips to a new YouTuber? I can't really say too much because I'm still a pretty small channel, but from my own experience, just putting content out there is what has worked for me. Shorter videos, of course, always work better, so keeping them around 10 minutes or shorter. Being consistent with putting content out, so don't tell people that you're going to put out videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then flake out after a month or two. So stay consistent with the channel and, what you say to your viewers. Tie your social media together. So tying your YouTube to your Instagram, to your Facebook, to your Twitter. Every time you post on YouTube, make sure and let everybody on Instagram and Facebook know, or connect it to where it automatically shares that on there, because that can definitely help bring in new viewers and possible new subscribers, but just keep going. And this is something that I have to tell myself every day, because I'm only at 2,000 subscribers, but then again 6 months ago I was probably at 500 or so. But I've been putting videos out at least 3 times a week for the last 6 months. Recently it's been 5 days a week. So just being consistent and continuing to put out content, and of course just do something that you love, and it's going to show through to your subscribers. So good luck. Can you talk about fiber intake as a vegan? I do not have any trouble hitting fiber. Ever. I can't speak for junk food vegans, but following a vegan lifestyle, your food is centered around plant-based foods. So animal products actually don't have any fiber in them unless it is supplemented in. On a day-to-day basis, I can probably get anywhere from 30 to 80 grams of fiber. Of course, I always make sure that I get in plenty of water if my fiber intake is going to be higher. The veggies, fruits, and whole grains and beans are fabulous sources of fiber. So if you're having trouble hitting your fiber, up your veggies, up your beans, berries, and whole grains. Guarantee you'll hit your fiber. What does your workout split look like? Any comments on days off due to fatigue and or muscle soreness? So first of all, I'll let you guys know I am taking time off right now because I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I do take days off when I absolutely need to. I don't really get sore that often anymore, and the way that I set up my workouts, usually if one body part is sore, it's recovering while I'm working my other body parts. So my typical split, Monday will be leg day, emphasis on squats, heavy squats. Tuesday is usually bench and back, but sometimes I'll do bench and shoulders. Sometimes I'll throw in abs. Wednesday will be arms and either back or shoulders, depending on what I did Tuesday. Thursday is leg day round 2, emphasis on the booty and the hammies. Friday is some sort of upper body mixture, including shoulders. Saturday we usually go climbing, so I typically focus the day around climbing. Sometimes I'll work in squats, sometimes I'll work in bench before we work out. Sunday we will either climb or I will rest, so that's my typical split. What is the best part of being vegan for you? I'd say the best part of being vegan for me would be that I really, really feel that, it's gonna sound lame, but I feel that it makes my heart happy. Just knowing that I have such a deep love and compassion for animals and for others, and by actively trying to reduce the amount of suffering in the world, even if it's by something as simple as what I eat, it really makes my heart happy. And I feel that I can fully live to my faith and my morals and my ethics by opting out of eating animal products. And I don't know, I feel like it can really, really make a difference in the world, because when I did go vegan, I feel like I look at others, not just animals, but I look at others differently. Like I kind of see a deeper compassion for other people. Of course, I see a deeper compassion for animals of all kinds. And just, I think it's created, like, it's helped me to be a more kind person. So it's definitely been one of the most positive changes I've ever made in my life. Next question. Do you think Matt would have gone vegan on his own if you hadn't? This question I love because I got it on another video, but I wanted to include it for you guys. But of course I can't speak for it, so here's Matt to let you guys know.
Why are you laughing at me?
Would Matt have gone vegan on his own if you hadn't? That's the question.
Yeah. And you did ask me this behind the scenes, I guess, is what it would be.
Just gave you a heads up.
But either way, my answer was I would have gotten there eventually on my own. It would have taken probably someone else though, which I guess is kind of probably how most people get into it. You don't just all of a sudden decide unless you know what's going on.
How else do you find out unless somebody else tells you?
Right, something. Yeah. I doubt you're going to stumble onto a pig farm or something, you know what I mean? Like,
they make sure that people don't get
yeah.
stumble on those places.
Okay, what is this place? It's not. Yeah, like,
oh, and you would know with the smell,
yeah.
the sound.
Why would I walk towards that actively? You know, like
A shit cloud.
Oh, I'm going to go towards this. Yeah.
I wonder what this is.
So yes, I would have been vegan probably either way, eventually. But everything happens
Oh, there I am.
in time for a reason. Wait, you
I'm
see
like,
yourself? Oh, you see it?
yeah. In the mirror, ready?
Am I on?
Look at this, look at this. Can you see him?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you can see him.
Everybody's.
Hello! Oh. Whoa, buzz your way up there. Oh.
He almost jumped on you.
Mug down there.
Yeah, he almost jumped on you.
Alright guys,
But
that's it for the Q&A. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up. If y'all like these Q&As, of course, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Welcome. This is us. Hi.
What was your...
Oh, he's freaking out. Alright, bye guys.